Hi, my name is Michael Holm, and I decided to do my project on mental health disorders. The mental health disorders I did were borderline personality disorder, anxiety, and depression. Borderline personality disorder, BPD, is a serious mental illness that has many different symptoms. Some of these symptoms include unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. People that suffer from BPD have trouble regulating emotions and thoughts, have impulsive and reckless behavior, and have unstable relationships with other people. Signs and symptoms: extreme reactions, panic, rage, depression, rocky relationships with loved ones, impulsive behaviors, reoccurring suicidal behaviors, highly changeable moods, and intense anger problems. Before experience: I knew that borderline personality disorder existed, but did not know much about the disorder. My aunt is currently diagnosed with this disorder. Wanted to learn more about BPD and the ways it affects people. Also wanted to learn more about it so I can be more aware and understanding about the disorder. My experience. For my first experience, I interviewed my aunt. My aunt suffers from borderline personality disorder. This is my Aunt Patty on the left. How long have you had your diagnosis? Properly diagnosed a year ago, but found out the disorder has been there my whole life, but no one has been able to diagnose it. Very hard to diagnose it because the symptoms are very similar to bipolar disorder. What daily struggles do you experience with this disorder? One of the most occurring struggles I experience is that I always fight with my family members, and I have also lost a lot of my friends and family because of the illness. How many times have you had to switch medication? Not currently on medication for BPD, but have been on same medications for other illnesses, depression and anxiety. Got prescribed Xanax, but only used during emergencies. I am someone who struggles with anxiety and depression. What would some advice be to me to help me with my daily struggles? Always talk about your problems and never be alone when you're at your worst. How do you stay positive throughout your constant battles? It is very hard to stay positive. BPD is not curable, only treatable, and I know that I will have this illness for the rest of my life. Has it ever been so bad that you have thought about suicide? Yes, multiple times. Some people tend to overlook mental health disorders and do not believe that they are as serious as other physical disorders. What would you say to those people? Mental health disorders need to be viewed the same way as physical disorders. It is like a cancer that is always going to be with you. Anxiety and depression. Depression is an illness that makes people feel discouraged, sad, hopeless, unmotivated, and disinterested in life. Anxiety is a condition that makes people feel restless, fatigued, irritable, and it also makes them have difficulties controlling their worries. Before experience. Knew anxiety and depression both existed. I am currently diagnosed with both of them myself. For my second experience, I interviewed a girl named Tori who I recently met 2 months ago. Tori currently is diagnosed with both depression and anxiety. How long have you had your diagnosis? My anxiety started in 8th grade and my depression started in 9th grade. What daily struggles do you experience with these disorders? It affects my motivation to do schoolwork. Negatively affects my grades because I do not want to participate in class. Caring is very hard and sometimes I do not get my work done because it is so bad. How many times have you had to switch medications? Sophomore year of high school, I was put on an antidepressant, but it increased suicidal thoughts, and so I did not get back on medication until 5 years later. I am currently on a new medication right now. I am someone who also struggles with anxiety and depression. What would some advice be to me to help me with my struggles? Definitely find someone to talk to who understands your illness. Be open about your illness and struggles and try not to hide it. Has it ever been so bad that you have thought about suicide? Yes, multiple times. Some people tend to overlook mental health disorders and do not believe they are as serious as other physical disorders. What would you say to those people? Mental illnesses should not be overlooked at all. It feels just as real to us. It feels just as bad as a crippling physical disability. My conclusion. I am now way more educated on BPD. I myself have a lot of the same symptoms. Mental illness does not define who we are as people. Thank you for listening.